It's a different PlayStation, man. Hey, y'all, but check this out. I believe we are live. And what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks, episode 68. 68. And listen, man, listen. I'm just going to get right to it. First, let me introduce the panel. You guys know the panel, but I want to introduce them anyway. MM2K, what is going on, my brother? How you doing?
Damn, golly. Call me MM2K Muhammad Ghali. Whew. Damn, that conference was dog shit, but we're gonna get into it, man.
We're gonna get into it. We are going to get into it.
Hey, Tsunami, why you do that, bro? Tsunami's a dummy.
Hey, Tsunami made his profile picture
stupid, man. Hey, look, y'all deserve it. I can do it. I can dig it. God,
yeah, man, I can dig it too, man. I can dig it. So, buddy, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. 2 days to Animal Crossing.
2 days to Animal Crossing?
Yes.
You ain't getting it digitally?
Because, I would get it digitally and physically, but it's only one island per Switch.
Okay.
So, yeah, I prefer physical games.
All right. Devin, brother, I love the profile picture. How you doing, Devin?
I'm doing pretty good right now, man. How's it going?
Devin is a dummy, man.
Oh man,
I had to throw the goat up on there real quick.
Oh shit!
He had the best Xbox conference.
Yeah,
Sony.
man.
Sony had the best Xbox conference.
Hey, share this out, Emmanuel. Thank you for the $3. He says, "Make us Xbox guys proud tonight." Dirt. Share this out, y'all. Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be a prep rally for Xbox. God damn.
Oh yeah, brother. Hey man, we need one of these. We haven't had one in a long time.
You just had one last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, no. When you launched We Bleed Green. That was your guys.
Yeah, but that was like official Xbox specs. But this is like
that's the party. This right here is the after party.
right.
Yeah, it's a parade.
This is Allen Iverson stepping over to Ron Lou. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. God damn.
Yeah. Noah, what's up with you, brother?
What's up, man? Just living life, trying to live life but social distancing at the same time.
Okay. Tsunami, man. I don't know if I said what's up to you, but what's up, nigga? Hey, man, I love the profile pic, man. I love the profile pic with my boy J-Dub, man.
That's fucked up.
Hey, he's part of the reason why we have this victory the way we are, because he didn't hype the ponies up. He didn't put them into a fucking frenzy, and to see them die the way they did, this is his fault. So I'm just showing the audience, this is your king. He did this to you.
Wait a minute, Tsunami. Sorry to interrupt, but we have a super chat from Emmanuel. Thank you for the $3. Make us Xbox guys. Huh?
Oh, you read again. You read again. Yeah,
make us Xbox guys proud tonight, Dirt.
We will. I love the comment so much. We read it twice. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the $3, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for the support, man. Because Emmanuel, man, he supports. I appreciate it, brother. I really do.
Tweet it out, man.
Hey, man, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that's that scary ass phone again.
It's my cell phone.
That's that scary ass bat phone again.
Right. That's that. Was that train coming or some shit? What is that shit?
I think it's sonar.
All right, so damn, Devin, just keep on changing this profile pic, y'all. He made a crying pony. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get right into it. Listen.
I'm ready.
Do you guys remember? I believe it was April 2019. There was a Wired article about the PS5 being, powerful, and some of the specs were leaked. Not much, but some of the specs. I believe it was Mark Cerny. That was being quoted, and PlayStation guys, oh my god, they ran with it. They killed us. Oh, look at this. They were talking shit. It was hard to be Xbox guy. Then at E3 2019, I know you guys might remember, but some guys in the media said, we're hearing that the PS5 is more powerful than the Xbox, like the new Xbox. And people were like, "Oh,
The
look at
dev
this."
kits are behind.
Yeah, right. Oh, look at this! Xbox trash. Blah, 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 blah. So we had to deal with that shit. Now here we are, y'all. How do you guys feel about this? Look, it's official. The PlayStation. Listen, first let me say this: the PlayStation is going to be a great system. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a great system. But Devin, come on, bro.
Devin, was that My Little Pony? And isn't that rocker dude?
Oh, this dude is crazy.
He done split his shit in the crap game. God.
That's what Crap Gamer looks like?
Yeah.
I never knew.
So
this is all crap.
Moss, even though you used to be Team Xbox, you're no longer Team Xbox. I know, like before you say they need to get the games together. We all agree on that. But what do you?
So we rehash that.
What do you think about this boring ass show that Mark Cerny put on? And what do you think
wasn't
about
just boring, man. It was no cap, and y'all know me. I still want to. I got to see the games, but golly, hey, look. First and foremost, let me do this before Neethles come here and he try to pull my car. I'm okay. I'm gonna take my L. I'm gonna take my L on my tweet of what was it? The ebb and flow, where I said Microsoft drops specs, Sony shuts it down, and then it damage control. That is out the fucking window. That is done and over with.
I'm proud of you, Moss.
That is done and over with. Look, I like it. I did a video earlier this morning where, well before I knew this tragedy was going to happen, right? And I said, I likened it to, I said, Xbox is down 21-0 in the fourth quarter, and they got to show games along with these specs to show how it works. Here's what happened after Mark Cerny's little whispered ass, the whisper song ass got on the stage.
ASMR.
He threw a pick six, and then when they got the kickoff, they fumbled it in the end zone. It is now officially 21-14. Sony's still ahead, but god damn, what a difference they make. Hey, look, I'm going to say this and shut up because I deserve to shut up because of my L that I took with my tweet. It was so stupid of Sony to get into the Bibblewatts and gigahertz talk with Microsoft. Microsoft owns the Bibblewatts and gigahertz. Let them own that shit. What you want to do is for 20 minutes say, they can do that, so can we. They can do that, so can we. Don't show any numbers. They can do that, so can we. Oh, and by the way, we got this SSD thing that's going to bring these expansive worlds, and you show this game with this expansive world and cut it short. That way you live another day, so you can then finally show the specs later and show your games along with it to curtail the fact that you got a weaker console. So I'm going to say this and I'm going to shut up. PlayStation now has to not only show games, but I can't see where the PlayStation 5 is within $100 of the X. If they show a lot of games, maybe. If they show a lot of games that are coming out within 6 months of the release, okay, and they look good, but if they don't, like if all we got is Godfall and some PlayStation 4 up-res games, then this thing got to be $200 less than the X. I'm sorry. Or
200? I don't see it being 200. I definitely see one.
If they don't have the games, then it has to be. If they got the games to come at launch, then they can get away with it. But it has to be cheaper. It definitely has to be cheaper.
And let me say something before I send it up to everybody else. Hey man, there's a lot. I gotta be honest, man. I've been looking at IGN videos on Twitter, and man, it seems like PlayStation's getting clowned a little bit, man.
They're
getting clowned a little bit. It's kind of reminiscent.
They look like Stadia.
PlayStation
Maybe
fans.
maybe not as extreme yet, but it's almost reminiscent of 2013 with Xbox. Maybe not as bad, but I'm looking at articles like I know my boy R&B just sent like a couple articles that says PS5's backwards compatibility with PS4s has fans baffled. Dog, I mean, it's first off, that shit has me baffled. They're saying only one, like the top 100 PlayStation games is going to be backwards compatible. I did see something they said they're going to try.
Right.
Minecraft?
No.
Yeah.
That's a top 100 game. That's a top 5 game.
But I guess like a greatest hits. Now, I did see something saying they're in the process of like making more games backwards compatible. But if Xbox comes out and say, yo, The whole library of Xbox One games is backwards compatible, bro. That's another big advantage for Xbox. Plus the 360 games that they have backwards compatible already and the original Xbox games. So,
And Dirk, can I add to that?
yeah, of course.
So what they said was the top 100 games on PS4 will be back compat at launch, right? And they'll add more later. Mm-hmm. Well, you got The Last of Us 2 that come out in June. That's not even on the list. So you're not even guaranteed to be able to play these blockbuster games that's coming out in the summer.
No shit.
Those games not even guaranteed to be back compat at launch on the PS5.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't know they had a list out.
Well, I mean, it's not a list, but it's the current top.
They have a list already. We don't have it yet.
Yeah, we don't have it. But those games aren't even released yet. So,
damn, I ain't think about that, bro.
What do they have to play at lunch, bro? That's the question.
They gotta have a slew of games. They got to. They got a slew of games. They do it.
Yeah, they might really have a better. Microsoft might really have a better launch lineup to the PS5.
They gotta have. If they got a slew of games, look, there's gonna be your new duties and your new games coming out this year. There's gonna be PlayStation 5 and Xbox version, so they're not lost in the sauce. But the thing that kind of fucks it up for PlayStation in that regards is Jim Ryan said he wants people to convert from the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 faster than ever. That's not happening. That's not happening if you only got 100 top games. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Moss, man, you said a great point in the pre-show, though. I don't know if you want to repeat it, but you mentioned something to the point of maybe the PS5 isn't going to be easy to develop for.
Oh, yeah. Real quick. Look, Digital Foundry did a better job. I urge everyone after the show, of course, to watch the Digital Foundry video. They did a lot better job of selling the PlayStation 5 to where after watching that video, it sounds like that the PlayStation 5 is doing some complex stuff to where that SSD is going to matter because it is going to make more expansive worlds and do a whole bunch of different shit that Mark Cerny couldn't articulate. But with that being said, the Xbox Series X at launch is going to have the advantage because what they did is they just brute forced the box.
Yeah,
that is going to be easier for people to develop for. So for the first 2 years for games, that at least for third-party games, Xbox is going to have the clear advantage. Now, maybe after a couple of years, PlayStation 5 might gain the advantage, but that's if developers want to utilize it. So you're either going to have a very technically astounding experience or you're going to have another cell processor experience. So that's why I say I don't know, man. I don't
think it'd be that bad. And if I can, like, I can break it down in the better layman terms. It's pretty much like this: when the CPU is running at top speeds, the GPU has to slow down, and vice versa. They both can't run at top speed. So if you're getting 3.5 on the CPU, you're getting 9.2 on the PS5 for the GPU. And if you're getting top speed with the GPU, then you're getting 3.2 on the CPU. Developers not gonna like that. On the Xbox, you get the same clock all the time.
All the time, right.
And Xbox had that option. Like Xbox had that option. They said we can actually go higher than this if we overclock it, but we don't want to have the heat be an issue and be thermal throttled and stuff like that. So they said we want to be consistent with anything so that developers can make this game based on this. Because guess what? Microsoft, if they wanted to, can unlock that clock for maybe just one of their games. You know?
That's where I urge to go watch the Digital Foundry video. They talk about their boost technology to where they said it's going to be substantial. So where we thought before, if you were in a cooler environment and it was going to have a different effect, it's not. They got this boost technology going on, which is cool. But the thing that makes it complex is the SSD. It's layered in 6 parts, where an original, even an NVMe SSD is only layered in 2 parts. That's going to be complicated, as Digital Foundry explained, for development. That's where I'm talking about the cell processor part, where it could get complicated for them. So it's going to take a couple years for developers to max out that full power potential, and it's either going to lead to a great thing or a repeat again of cell processor days where people are like, I don't want to deal with this shit. It's easy to deal with to work for the X. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the other thing people don't realize. Xbox has 2 modes. They can go 8-core or 16-core.
Yeah.
So if a developer has a game that's not necessarily graphically intensive, they can say, okay, we need more cores for our game. And they can say, okay, cool, turn it on. Yeah. And then they have that game. Like, it's going to be...
I saw that,
and plus it's going to be on on the PC. So if they're making a game for the PC also, of course it's gonna be easier to develop on the Xbox because it's the same shit. So it's gonna be spooky, like seeing these developers, and I'm hoping they don't just take the least common denominator and just
I ain't gonna lie,
give
bro.
us the bullshit.
This year might be a little different. They might lead the development off with the Series X.
Definitely possible, man. And let's think about it. They haven't even announced the Lockhart yet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing, because if the price is anywhere near a Series X, it's gonna be a problem because
that's why I think
that Lockhart's gonna undercut that.
You think it's gonna be 200 under?
It needs to be.
I think Lockhart's gonna be 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3.
And gentlemen, we have a super chat. Thank you, Geekhead188 for the $1.99. I just want PS fanboys to the same energy. Thank you for the $1.99. Dirt, you have a personal message from Flippin' in the chat. Let me scroll up here and tell you. He says, "At Dirt Griggity, I would like to apologize for slandering the Xbox. Can't wait for the Xbox Series X." And then further down, he says, "I was wrong about Xbox. Damn."
So this is what I'm talking about. The tides have turned a little bit. It's a little bit.
I said they threw a pick 6 and dropped the kickoff in the end zone. It's 14-21 now. I'm sorry, man.
That's
even in D's little group, you got a lot of ponies over there saying, "Yo, fuck that. I'm about to get an Xbox next." I said, "Oh shit."
See, listen, man. That's why, dude. I'm 43 years old. I've been through every console generation. One generation changes to the next. Every damn generation, man. Every generation, like. I know the PlayStation has been great consistently as far as selling, except for the PS3. I think the PS3 was a misstep for them. But that's because they didn't have any competition. People say, yes, they did. No, they didn't have any fucking competition. The PS1 had no competition. The Sega Saturn was shit. Nintendo stuck with cartridges. Nobody wanted to buy $80 games. They had no competition.
But you also have to remember,
they had no competition.
I was always saying this. I said in the beginning, I said, I'm worried. I said this, I can't remember how long ago. I said, I'm kind of worried about going into next gen because PlayStation is riding off of this hype train of PlayStation 4.
This phase.
And that could be affecting the next console. Xbox did it from the 360 to the Xbox One.
Yep.
The Wii did it from the Wii to the Wii U.
Yep.
On their cocky shit.
PlayStation 2, they did it from PlayStation 2 heading into PS3.
Yep.
On their cocky
So
shit.
I'm kind of. That's the reason I said I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Like right now, the Switch is doing very, very well, but who's to say with the next Switch coming out, Nintendo ain't on that cocky.
Exactly.
So that's the one thing when they have
absolutely.
When there's no competition where everybody's virtually equal, that next gen going in, somebody's going to get a big head.
And here's the thing, like as far as Xbox supporter, it's about PlayStation fans will abandon their their ecosystem, their libraries for all the games and stuff they bought. But if you tell them they can only bring over 100 games, and a lot of those 100 games aren't even games that they bought, that's basically saying, okay, well, fuck it. I took away my whole library.
Absolutely.
I might as well see it's like
and then get Game Pass.
What they're going to do is they're going to look at the top 100 games that PlayStation casuals are playing and say, okay, these are the ones that we're going to port over. But the problem with that is the casuals are not buying this thing predominantly at launch. So it's going to be harder to gauge what 100 games you bring over. So you can't do it so. If you're going to have backwards compatibility, have it all the way, baby. Yeah. We get the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1 got away, but so
hey, man,
that's why Xbox is doing this the whole generation. Like they've been preparing for this moment.
They've been preparing. Hey, shout out to Nethos because Nethos used to say all the time, "This is the worst generation for Xbox to lose," and he said that because backwards compatibility, right? Everything is not everything is digital, but digital is a big part of like the gaming library nowadays. And Nethos said, so they could take their PS4 library and move it directly to the PS5. But if this is the case, this is fucked up. They dropped the ball with it, bro. If you can't move every single PS4 game in your library to the PS5, that's terrible, man. I'm just saying
And they were hoping for their PS2 and PS1 and PS3 games, and that's not happening.
And on that topic, history repeats itself, man. I remember, getting an argument with ponies, and they're like, "Hey, Sony learned their lesson. You know, they're gonna come out the gate swinging."
Yeah.
Obviously, they haven't, bro. That arrogance, that cockiness.
To be fair, Jim Ryan said all the right things. He said, "Look,
he did.
We get it. We're not gonna be complacent and whatever." And he's doing the exact opposite. Again, I don't want to talk too prematurely because this could have been a slip. And then when they do their presentation, they could blow it out the water. I don't know. Same with Xbox. We say Xbox ain't got no games. They could blow it out the water. We don't know. But if this is a sign of things to come, this is not good. And it is concerning because why in the hell would you do this presentation, planned or not, directly after what Xbox did? It just wasn't smart.
Right.
Did you see what Mark Cerny said about ray tracing?
Hey, Dirk. Play that little clip I sent. It says exactly.
Play that. Yeah, it leads right into it.
That's how they did. Because
but I think they have ray tracing.
Like,
it's just right, but you got to hear his whole attitude about it.
Yeah. He said it. Like, you were kind of talking over it, so we didn't really hear it. But like the way he said it, I mean, yeah, you hear it. I put it the W whatever.
He was the worst person, man.
This man's got to do it with my PC dog shit.
Yeah, like it was like
how you put it up? Oh no, I'm not on my PC.
We got a super chat from my boy Nuisance.
And let's see here. All right. Thank you, Nuisance, for the $1.99. What's up, everybody? SO to Dirt. Shout out to Dirt on RDX yesterday.
Hey, that's a cool name, Nuisance.
Thank you. Hey, that's home, man. I was playing a Bleeding Edge. Me, him, and FC was playing like a few weeks ago. Damn. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Nigga, L Dub. Joe Hazard, that's Tsunami, man. That ain't J Dub.
Hey, somebody need me to play the clip?
Yeah, you're gonna play it.
You're gonna share. Who
got a PC? Yeah.
Is it that same one that Z posted?
And you know to make sure you share your audio too.
I'll put it in the Scrampunks DM.
All right, cool. Hold on, I'm about to pull up. Give me a second. 1 second.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Like crazy shit.
Again, it's still powerful. It's still gonna look good. It's just the presentation of it was really bad. I'm more worried about the presentation than I am the specs. These are great specs. You know what I'm saying? Just not as good as the Series X. But I'm more worried at the fact that what bothers me is the fact that you decided to do it like this right now. That concerns me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
hey, man, those ponies that we usually have in here isn't here.
no, they ain't here. They ain't coming.
Oh shit!
Hey, they the other 18. They the other 18.
Yeah, our numbers got a low, man. The ponies ain't in here, man. Hey, look, I'm literally looking at the chat. Those are only Xbox guys, with the exception of Flipping.
Yeah, what the WBG at?
Everybody else is Xbox guy here. And
D.O. Marty was in here earlier.
Yeah,
D.O. Marty's partner.
Soldier, so he ain't scared of nobody.
Funny shit, man. Funny shit. But you gonna share your audio?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
So let's
Another major new feature of our custom RDNA 2 based GPU is ray tracing, using the same strategy as AMD's upcoming PC GPU. There's of course no need to use ray tracing. PS4 graphics engines will run just fine on PlayStation 5. But it presents an opportunity for those interested.
That doesn't matter.
Wait, what you said?
Can R&B the third with the $2. Thank you for the $2. Xbox on next like Thanos. Alexa, play No Vaseline.
Damn, I'm tired. Y'all shut it off. Used to be hard, now you just wet.
But doesn't that guy's voice sounds like he's trying to talk without smelling some shit? I mean, like it's one of the. I mean, it's a whiny little voice, like.
In that fake crowd on a green screen.
Is Lethal's in here?
Yeah,
I've
when
seen
you,
those
you
same
saw the
here.
Halo, like the Halo helmet.
Yeah.
But they go up on yo, they go True Video. What's up, bro?
Hi,
I'll hop
True
out. Where's
Witty.
Nichols at? I'll hop out. I'll hop out for a little bit. Let Nichols hop
Did
in here.
he come in yet? Oh no. He didn't come in yet.
Okay.
Hey, but on that video, he said we got ray tracing for those who care. But
You don't need. He said you don't need it, but
you don't need it. But we said PS4 engines run just fine on PS5. They don't even plan on updating the engine, bro. They're gonna keep running the Decima. They gonna keep running the Decima engine, bro. Oh, they done got stagnant. They done got arrogant and cocky.
Oh boy, that was
man, True Witty. Hey, bro. Look, man. Thanks for coming, but I'm sure this ain't
thanks for coming. Yeah.
Yeah. True Witty, he's still saying that they on par, like they the same and shit.
But here's the other part. No, break it down. Is it like a hybrid type RDNA?
Well,
I mean,
kind of.
yes and no.
It runs just as efficient as RDNA 2.
It does. Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
Y'all, Tom Warren just tweeted out something that's very interesting. He said, it's going to be interesting to see how often the PS5 GPU and CPU clocks run at their top frequencies. It looks like the real performance of the PS5 will be in the 9 teraflop area. And Microsoft is claiming sustained 12 teraflop performance on the Xbox Series X. There's always going to be a gap.
There's going to be a gap. Yeah. Even if it was running at the 10, but that boost thing is the boost technology makes it not as bad as we think it's going to be, but it's still a gap. It's definitely
but it's
a
going to be
gap.
based on heat. If you live in Arizona, you might be
no.
Just because
They said you got to watch that Digital Foundry.
The heat not going to impact it. Yeah,
it's not going to impact it. Normally it would, but it's not going to impact it.
Yeah.
But hold on.
So how is it going to throttle? Like how does it know when to clock down?
It's algorithms and things like that. Hey, but look though, he said the PS4 engines are just fine. So does that mean the first party games are not even going to use ray tracing?
Bruh.
No.
They already said, hey, that was the guy name from Digital Foundry.
Oh
no, Digital Foundry. He already said that let me see what he read. He said, only first party games will truly utilize those speeds for multi-platform games are still going to be made with SSD in mind. I mean, we went from the 50 to 100 megabytes last gen to 2.4 gigabytes. That's that's not the one I meant to read. Shit, but he pretty much said only Sony first-party games is going to utilize that SSD. That's
so.
Wait.
Here's the other part. Y'all was making fun of Xbox for the SSD shit, right? So they said you can use third-party SSDs, but they don't exist yet. Then what the fuck are you gonna expand this shit with?
Yeah,
they're gonna be expensive.
What are you gonna expand it with?
That's why I would have waited. I would have said, "Look, we got this, we got that, we got." I would have put out no numbers.
And then
what if it gets delayed?
What if they were talking about fucking? They were just talking about, Xbox should have had 2 terabytes. They gave y'all 8 something.
Yeah,
like come on.
I would have gave out no numbers. I would have said we got an SSD drive. I would have just did a 20-minute video. Join us as we, do a high level look and show you the future.
This is the Band-Aid getting ripped off. They said, "Fuck it, get over with." It's the
wax. Yeah. Fuck it. It is what it is. And maybe they're gonna make it up with the games.
Thank you, Geekhead188 for $199. I just wonder how the PS5 going to look like. Yes,
we don't know.
I want to know what it looks like. You know what? I was just sitting here thinking, what if they came out with like a hybrid system? Because you remember when the Switch was being released, there's pictures out there showing of Yoshida taking pictures of the Switch. Like through a glass case, he was taking pictures of it. What if this bitch is like a hybrid fucking system they have coming?
Too hot, no way.
Yeah, I don't know.
2.2 gigahertz, nah, buddy.
Hey y'all, I just thought about something. Since we're talking about this, can we play that who said it game again, please?
Oh shit! Wait, where Neff at? Where Neff at?
Yeah, when Neff ain't here. Okay. No, I don't know if you listened last week, but we had a little game.
That shit was funny.
Oh, okay. So you know
Hey, I was from King Thrash. I was listening.
Every answer Big Thrash.
For the chat that don't know, we started a weekly game on Scrampunks. I'm going to read a tweet from a PlayStation guy. Now, I don't think I'm going to do it to Xbox guys too, but today is more about the PlayStation guys. They said something crazy, and we want you to guess who said this shit. All right, now the first person said, "Let's be real, y'all not excited for Xbox Series X. Y'all thought the 10.3 teraflop Terminator wasn't going to show up. It showed out, and it's still hurting Xbox feelings nationwide. How can y'all survive? I'm sorry. How can y'all survive? Knowing couldn't they get PlayStation about to dominate another gen? I don't know what the fuck. I'm sorry. So y'all get what I said. I'm sorry, I was messed up.
All right. Yeah. So who your people?
Okay. So the options are King Thrash, Sick Humor, Porter Rock, or APP 99.
I'm gonna say Sick Humor.
I'm gonna say AP.
I'm going with AP.
I'm going with AP.
Who's rude like that? I don't know.
I can't see that being Porter Rock.
It's not Porter Rock.
AP.
All right, it's
I think
Bunny and Moss Wright. Sick Humor. Sick
I was
Humor
gonna say
TV.
Sick Humor, but I don't know him like that.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
He is ruler. He was
He's extreme pony.
But I don't.
He was talking about building a PC a week ago.
Yeah.
He's like a crying pony. It's a little different.
Yeah. So the next person, imagine having the world's most powerful console 4 generations in a row and still losing every one of them. God damn it. The options: Sick Humor, King Thrash, Crap Gamer, J-Dub.
J-Dub.
Damn. Was it that easy?
Yeah. I know how you talk.
Yeah, that's definitely some J-Dub shit, Oh shit.
L-Dub. You said his name wrong. So L.
Oh, it's like L-Dub. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now this one. That PS5 event was clearly aimed at developers. I wonder why Sony tweeted about it to hype up gamers. The weird part is PS5 is much faster than Xbox Series X, but this presentation didn't showcase this well. The end result is everyone is comparing specs and PS5 looks weaker. He said it looks weaker. Was this Foxy UK, Hunter, that's his name, Hunter, J-Dub, or Porter Rock?
It's not Porter Rock or J-Dub because they're not that dumb. I don't know the third. I know the second dude, so it might be him.
I think it might be Foxy.
Foxy's been capping hard. He's a known fraud out here.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think it was Crap Gamer.
Nah.
I'm gonna say that Hunter dude.
Yeah, it's that Hunter dude. He acts like he's not a pony, but he's a.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it, and Mass responded to him and said, "Because it is weaker, dumb."
Yeah. Right. All right, last one, y'all.
Before you go to the next one, you know who pisses me off? The niggas that's PC dudes, because they take shots both ways. Like Mass, fucking King's Blood. They just talk shit to both sides.
Right. Like, man, y'all business, but last one. This is the last one. The Xbox Series X is just a $600 current gen console. Now they said this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know who said that.
Is it J-Dub? Is it Crap Gamer? Is it Porter Rock? Or is it Sick Humor?
Oh shit!
Crap Gamer.
That sound like crap.
Yeah, I'm going with Crap Gamer. Crap.
Man, this game getting a little bit too easy for y'all, man.
No, because they say the same shit.
Yeah, they do say the same.
Yeah, I picture like the stuff that they say that
you got to think about the person's IQ.
Hey, yo, you know what's crazy about it though? Honestly, out of all systems, the PS5 is like a end of the gen refresh. It don't feel like next gen, honestly.
It don't.
I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro. I mean, I can't say that, but I don't know.
It's not a leap like the X. I mean, definitely the leap, the gap between the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X has widened with the PlayStation 5. in the Xbox Series X as far as power is concerned.
Yeah.
But what people are trying to argue now is, well, it might be more powerful, but there's capabilities that the PlayStation 5 can do but PlayStation got to make that shit make sense. Y'all can't win that argument if the company that owns the box don't make it make sense. So
yeah, they got to demonstrate it.
You got to demonstrate it, man.
That's just a PS4. That's just a PS4.5.
Now you got to show me why this ain't cell processor part 2. That's what you got to show me now.
Mark Cerny said they wanted the SSD to be fast enough so when the player turns around, all the textures can load in. When has it ever been a problem? I've never.
That's like you solved the.
They did it with Horizon Zero Dawn. Used the same exact technique.
But I'm saying, even games now, I've never panned my camera around and the
and we're like, oh, that texture didn't pop. Yeah,
right. True. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is shit crazy, man. So y'all got anything else about this topic? Because we could talk about this shit all show.
Hey, I mean, okay, so what's your biggest I don't know, things that stood out the most to you on either side?
What do you mean as far as the Xbox, the consoles?
Yeah, like the presentation, the specs, the
all that. Well,
the timing.
Well, first off, with Xbox saying that they have marketed great. They have marketed the Xbox Series S great because that's something we didn't say this generation. Because the marketing has been really, piss poor this generation, and I don't know if it was just the the guy that came back from the 360 days. I don't know what it is, or like that woman. Like, what's the woman name? Y'all that the chick,
the Amazon chick,
whoever the chick is. So let's be bold, Phil. Let's do something different.
Yeah,
it's whoever.
Because
it
normally
is.
That'd have been an inside Xbox type thing.
They
said no, give it to YouTubers, give it to the tech guy, and give it to the spec guy.
Yeah, man. And to be honest, and I said this on Dealer Show the other night, last night actually. I said it's funny how Xbox gave their console to Digital Foundry to break down, but PlayStation isn't doing that. I wonder why. And I think it's clear why.
You don't need ray tracing.
They're gonna tell you what the fuck is going on, and no, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna tell you about these.
The evil genius, right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I just want to put it out here. Today, the past couple of days has been great for me. I would like to say I'm a Buccaneers fan, and I don't know if you heard what happened recently in sports, but Tom Brady is now a Buccaneer. So the past 2 days, I've been on cloud 9. Listen, let's sleep drunk.
Hey, man, you probably upset because the clubs they don't like closing.
I am, but that's not. Hey, listen, I had to bring it up. So,
hey, man, I ran into a stripper yesterday, man. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Hey, homegirl was thick there the mother. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She was like, "Oh man,
she said you want to dance." Huh? She said you want to dance.
Hey man, she was like, "They shut down the damn club. I can't make no money." I was like, "I'm sorry to hear that, baby." Well, anyway, I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What you doing later?
Sorry about that. Right? Yeah, what you doing later, baby? Well, anyway, y'all. So yeah, Xbox show. Not show, but that big information blowout was Monday morning. Tim Dog is my guy saying they're not done. They're gonna do something else like this with some more info. So I'm excited, man.
I'm actually watching some of that Game Stack stuff. Like, I have to go back and look at some of it, to filter through. But there was a lot of stuff that I like.
Oh yeah, I got some of it too. We can talk about that next once y'all get done with this. Because I got some shit. I'm gonna flip it upside down on y'all asses.
Oh yeah, let me guess. XCloud is dog shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so Mark, so is it true that they're gonna that they said they're gonna eventually put the Xbox Series X across the servers?
They didn't talk about when, because they've always said that. They've always said that their plan was to go from S's to X chips and then to Series X chips. But in that article, it's alluding to that they're skipping and they're going to Series X's. What I can tell you is that per this Game Stack thing, it sounds like they're planning to retail xCloud this year. And the phrasing that they used is better together. So xCloud is now going to be synonymously built with Series X. You know what I'm saying? So when Series X releases, here comes xCloud. Now, I will say this, even though on the surface that might sound fantastic, the Series X part seems like it's all systems go. The xCloud part, yeah. I counted like within the first 5 minutes of them talking about this, that they literally said, well, no, maybe not 5, about maybe 10. They literally said the word learning 14 times. And they kept saying that they want developers to embrace this more because they're still learning. They're still trying. There's stuff that they don't know where it's going to. They sounded very unsure about the xCloud portion, and they really want developers to hop in on it. They can flip a switch. It's not as simple as we thought it was. They can flip a switch and make any game on Xbox work on the xCloud, but it still has to be optimized. And that's the thing that they don't know about. They still got to work out. They still got to figure out. So even though xCloud is going to be released synonymously with with Series X, it doesn't sound like from this that you're going to get 60 frames per second or 100. Like, it's not going to be like a 1v1 match. You know what I'm saying? So another interesting thing before I shut up is that they said is that they phrased it. What did they call it? Damn it. It sounds like that they might be doing cloud native games, which to the way they were talking about it sounds like cloud exclusive. So remember how that caused that big to do when it was like leaked, and then Xbox came out and said, no, there ain't no such thing. So it's called cloud native games, and they're working with people in Asia because that would be a big hit in Asia. They want to start it off there, and then they might transition it elsewhere. But
one thing about it is too, the Xbox Series X and the OG Xbox, they'll have xCloud running on them too. So even if it is the xCloud native game, you'll still be able to run it on the console.
And here's the other part: maybe they're PC games that aren't on console just yet, and maybe that's why they're on the cloud.
The way they said it is they didn't say anything about PC. They said about game. This is what they said, which was very interesting, which kind of contradicts something that Phil said too. It's a great listen, and I actually got a video where I just let it play. I come in like for 10 seconds here and there, but I let it play. It's on my channel. They said that there is friction. They called it friction with dedicated devices that don't exist in the cloud. So they admitted that there is processes that can be done in the cloud that cannot be done on dedicated hardware. And they said those are the type of games that they want to make cloud native. You know what I'm saying?
So basically a game that is like Crackdown was supposed to be.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. That was a perfect example.
From the cloud. I don't think that'll be a problem as long as you're able to run it from the console. If there's an app that can run the game, then I don't see that being a problem.
Yeah. But I think the way that they're marketing xCloud is they want to first start it off as just an alternative, and they said it's a multi-year journey. So when it's going to release retail with the Series X, it's like Phil said, something to play just when you're away from your console. You're not going to get a 1v1 experience. Yeah. But as long as they're working with developers and developers are working with them and they're working with them to help get this come to fruition, then they're hoping it becomes a viable option to where you can say, well, I don't need a console. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like I've been saying, it's a multi-year process, but it does sound like what Tsunami said. They're skipping putting the X chips in there and they're going with Series X chips. So we'll see.
That's great.
And also what they did too, they said on one chip they can run 4 instances of a 1S game.
On the 1S, yeah.
Yeah. Or not even game, but four different 1Ss.
Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how do you feel that compares to Stadia, Moss?
It doesn't. It's not going to be. Look, and let's take Stadia out the equation. It doesn't compare to GFN. It's just not there yet. Like until they announce performance, if they say, look, at the end of the year, we're going to have Series X chips in there, and these are the frames per second it can do. That I'm gonna say this real quick. Where Stadia, and we had a big to do on my Stadia channel. Stadia made a big mistake by doing that 10.7 teraflops thing. Because whenever you see teraflops, what do you think? You think power, you think graphical prowess.
Right.
And that's not what Stadia's power is about out the gate. Stadia's power is about rapid launching, fast-paced performance, instantaneous mobility, and shit that you can do on like high-end PCs that you can't do in consoles, right? That's what Stadia's power is about. So when xCloud can speak to those type of things like GFN can do and all that other stuff, then we can say, okay, there we go. But it's going to be a multi-year process. But right now, if you want to be invested in the ecosystem off the bat, get ready for that Series X, get ready for Lockhart. You got xCloud as a backup. And in a couple years, you might not need to upgrade anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going to be done in xCloud. So that's how they're operating.
All I want to know is Stadia more powerful than the PS5?
Version 1.0 isn't, but we don't know what version 2.0 specs are.
Because it got more T-flops, right?
They're GCN T-flops, though. So PlayStation, yeah. So we're gonna have to see what 2.0 of Stadia is. Until we see that, we don't know.
Now, Stadia able to run the dual GPUs at this moment, Moss?
They can do it right now, sir. Yes, sir.
They can. So
technically, yes, sir.
It might be more powerful than the PS5.
And
God damn.
And Vulkan now, which is the API that they use, Vulkan now has software ray tracing, which is it's going to be added to, and again, not as powerful. Well, not as powerful in brute force as hardware ray tracing is, but because it's the power of the cloud, it might have some visual appeal to it. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Cerny said you don't need ray tracing.
Bro, that was crazy.
You don't need.
That was stupid.
You don't need ray tracing. Ray tracing is not necessary. We don't really need it because we have God of War. We have The Last of Us. We have Naughty Dog. Oops. Hi. My name is Mark.
My name is Mark Corney. Mark Corney.
Hey, y'all. So listen, let's
why don't you just tone it down a little bit, sir?
Hi, Moss.
Oh my God.
Moss. Hi, Moss. How you doing? Hey, man, what's up, bro? I just want to say hello, everyone. Hello.
Y'all ain't
shit.
Sound like Michael Jackson.
Tito, stop playing, Tito. Come here.
Who thought it was okay to get that weird motherfucker on a green screen? Who thought that?
Hey, bro, he
2
minutes.
We gonna give him a show. They want to show. They say they want to show.
Oh, this nigga Mr. Mango trying to show up now and shit, motherfucker.
Who?
Mr. Manhattan.
I'll hop out for a little bit. I need to go cry and shit. Who the fuck said? And Jim Ryan got up there. He's looking all constipated. I'm gonna have Mark Sonny up here. He's gonna break this down for you. Weird ass.
What the fuck I'm doing? But I'm gonna live.
Oh my God! Get it together. All right, I'm gonna step out. Let Manhattan come in.
All right, let me let this nigga see what he's talking about. All right, let me see this nigga.
Here's damage control.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey, thank you for showing up, brother. About time you showed up. I sent you that thing that like at least 2 hours ago.
My fault, bro. I got caught up. Listen, you got to get you on that Discord, bro. This shit, took me man long to do a whole bunch of paperwork to get in here, man.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, bro.
Get back to me.
We have Discord. We left Discord.
Oh,
yeah, I left Discord. It was better.
Nah. Listen.
You still got a picture, fuck nigga.
Let me talk to my pony brothers, bro. Like, let me talk.
Go ahead, brother. The floor is yours.
They're not here.
Look. Nah, they everywhere. Trust me. I get it, bro. I know y'all niggas was hurt. I've been trying to prepare y'all for this for the longest time. When I was telling y'all to calm down, everything's gonna be okay. Let's talk about games. I've been telling y'all, bro. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Like I tried telling y'all. That's why I say, stick to gaming. Don't talk about hardware. Like let's leave that out. Let's leave that behind us. Let's stick to gaming because I knew this day was gonna come. Like it's looking bad out there, bro. Like, but you know what?
But Mr. Manhattan, I would like to ask this question. I mean, yes, I understand about sticking with tech and everything, but nobody's showing no damn games. So we can't. Talk about games because there's no games to show. Nobody's showing fucking games. PlayStation not. Xbox is not. Right now, Nintendo is even fucking quiet. So what else are people going to talk about?
I was telling my brothers.
I will say this: Microsoft has shown us quality of life.
Hey, listen, Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us stills. I'm telling you.
But that's PlayStation 4 games. We're talking about games for the next gen. I mean, if we're going to talk about the PS5 and if we're going to talk about the Xbox Series X, then we need to talk about games that's going to run on them. But neither company is showing games that's going to run on them. So I mean, we have nothing. It's dry out here.
So we can talk about.
Bunny,
Bunny just talk about Hellblade 2 and Project Mara.
Bunny just made a great point.
Halo Infinite.
You know,
but Halo Infinite has gone radio silent since when did they announce that shit?
Last year.
It's gone radio silent.
True.
We still got E3 and Nintendo Direct. Sony don't have.
No, E3 is canceled.
No, it's not.
But we're doing
it's going
digital.
Okay, so yeah, but Nintendo, we already know something. We don't know what the fuck's going on in Nintendo camp because they ain't announced this shit.
They're doing the show at the same time. The only people that have canceled is Sony.
Yeah. So guys, let's be honest here. And PlayStation fans always crack jokes on your asses about this. You're now in this wait till E3 stage again.
What are they waiting for?
Yeah,
they don't have nothing to wait for.
No event, like nothing. They don't even have a game for the PS5.
I mean, we have 4.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this right quick.
5.
Bunny was right because she said something that we need to say because I know like J-Dub and those guys, they always bring up, we got bangers. Yes, y'all got some hell of a PS4 games coming out this year. But at the same time, y'all want to talk about the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. And I always say, Xbox has already announced 4 games for the Xbox Series X. But people just overlook those games. So they cherry pick Grounded and shit.
Bleeding Edge and Battletoads.
But see, here's the thing. It goes back to like Ghost of Tsushima and everything. Bleeding Edge and what's that other game we mentioned? Not Battletoads.
Grounded.
Grounded. Those have already been announced that they're going to be first coming to the X.
Yeah.
First. So it's basically you guys are in the same boat as PlayStation with the Ghost of Tsushima and stuff. You need to take those games out the equation. No. The only game that we know right now that's a possibility for the Series X is Battletoads.
No. I don't think you understand.
I'm lost.
The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima are coming out for the PS4. Those games are not even guaranteed to work on the PS5.
Yeah. And then in the Xbox games, we have games that are scheduled to come out. Like they showed us Series S games. And as far as like Battletoads and Bleeding Edge and Grounded, those are current gen.
Yeah. Okay. So gotcha. Okay.
There's Hellblade.
Wait, oh my God, that's scary. So wait a minute, Mr. Manhattan. Let me make sure I heard this correctly. Was it you who just said that the games that's coming out right now for the PS4 may not work on the PS5?
No. Noah said that.
That was Noah.
It's not guaranteed.
That's now that's the spookiest shit you guys gotta think about.
Hey, we got super chat, yo. We got super chat.
Oh, thank you, Emmanuel, for the $2. Xbox has shown Hellblade 2 and Gears 5 Ultra Plus. We win.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Appreciate it. Hey, man, our numbers low as shit tonight, man. What is going on, man? We usually hit at least 30.
There's a ton of people who went live right now tonight.
But kids always live at the same time.
No. Somebody else just went live too.
Is he live?
Z is live on Twitch.
Damn, man. We ain't even hit 20 tonight.
Hey, look, let me say this. Right? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, when I joined, that shit was disappointing. That show, That shit, I don't even know how to explain it because Mark Cerny, how do you fuck up like a demonstration? Like this show? Oh fuck. Yo, sorry, Derek. I don't want
No,
to.
bro, fuck shit down, bro. Go do your thing, brother.
You never heard me.
Yeah, brother,
Yo,
brother, be you.
Fucking Excel sheet hurt me. I'm like, what the fuck are you just reading numbers, bro? Show the fucking
PowerPoint
capability of the console. That's all you had to do. You knew you had to wake a console out the gate. Show what the fuck is capable of. You talked about how great and fast the SSD is. Show us. That's all people fucking ask for. You go out there and read a fucking Excel sheet. I could have done that. In fact, you could have just tweeted these fucking numbers out, bro.
But that,
like, for all of that, you didn't even have to do a fucking show.
That demonstrates the leadership, man. Leadership has changed.
That shit, no, but it's just fucking piss poor, bro.
I know.
Like,
I agree with you there.
All of that shit, just copy and paste a fucking Excel sheet on Twitter and Facebook. That's it, and go about your business. Because I didn't need you to go up there and read these fucking numbers. It was pointless. In fact, it made people fucking lost, right? Or now everybody's talking about is 10 T-flop, is 12 T-flops, because all those extra shit he said didn't even mean nothing. He could have just demonstrated that shit.
Right.
That's all.
But we have to acknowledge
and
the fact
this is the whole thing.
This is a completely different team, bro. Like that's the biggest concern Pony should have. This is a different team. So everything you're used to, you can't just count it as a guarantee anymore. This 2020 might be Sony's last hurrah.
And you know what's crazy? like just imagine like a sports team winning the championship and they get rid of all their fucking coaches and shit. You just like get rid of all the coaches.
Tom Brady leaves. Yep.
Yeah, like
no. You mean like the Bulls?
The Bulls left.
Yeah, like the boys. Yep. And you see what happened to the motherfuckers for years. They never made never made it back to that championship.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, see, but that was more of the players. I'm saying, what if you have
Phil left too.
Yeah, you're right. Phil left too.
Phil Jackson.
So just imagine that, man. So PlayStation dominated this generation, then all of a sudden change all their management. That I don't understand what happened.
Crazy, bro. That is crazy. And then you look at where most of the talent went to. Most of them went to Microsoft. Some of it went to Stadia. Bro, something going on at Sony, man. A lot of people aren't happy. You don't just up and leave companies unless it's for pay or you just not happy with the company.
Me personally.
You saw Naughty Dog. They said they lost 70%, right?
That's a lot, bro. That's
the leadership.
They
leadership.
lost about they lost a lot of people over there. Like that
game might get pushed back.
You know what? Like I don't know. Like Jim Ryan is all about services because I seen exactly what the fuck where they're going. Because I'm looking at PS now. It's like okay, they seem to be pushing that shit forward because they did get better and they put content into that shit, right? And now I'm looking at like it seems like he cares about software. Like he doesn't really give a fuck about hardware. And no one is right because the old regime would not do this shit. So he's probably looking at this shit like, listen, I just want to sell software and fucking services. He put MLB. He made that multi-plat, right? He's gonna go ahead and start putting more games in on PS now. He seems like he really don't give a fuck about like having like the strongest box as long as he can sell as many software and services. He's cool with that. Like shit was just fucking bad.
Now, Mr. Manhattan, because I have a Sony fan here who's not insane and radical. Let me ask you this question. After this so everything leading up with like Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC, things like that. Leading up to this presentation, what is your gut feeling telling you about Sony, which way they're going, or are you sitting here like I have no fucking idea what's going on in their minds?
I mean, I had an idea because we talked about it. No one, all of us, even Z stressed it like, Sony's going to go like, all services moving forward. But it's just like the way they're going about it, I'm not understanding. It's like, I get it. Services is the new thing. But you don't realize the way you're presenting this shit is bad. Like, you're going to lose a lot of people before you even fucking get there. You're not even, it's like their approach about it is just fucking terrible. Where Microsoft, the way they went about services is a lot better than the way Sony's going about it. Like, it's like people don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. It's like they don't know what they're trying to do. Jim Ryan just knows that he got to sell software and services. So he's kind of disconnected with fan, unlike Phil. And I can tell that by Jim Ryan. He's really disconnected. He's a straight businessman. He doesn't interact with nobody like Yoshida and these guys. So I'm like, yo, this is fucking bad. Like, you cannot have somebody in charge who's so fucking disconnected, and yet you're telling him that like bring revenue in, and to do that, you gotta know your fan base. I get it, you want to try something new, but still, like, he's doing it like going about it a super extreme way where like everybody's fucking lost. The whole gaming community is fucking lost with Sony right now.
Now, this presentation today, has this made you put the brakes on, saying, hold up, I need to wait and see before I get a PS5?
Oh yeah.
Or are you just buying that shit day one?
I'm gonna buy it, but at this point, it's gonna be a wait because they don't even fucking know what the box is gonna look like. I don't even know. They don't even know because of the, it's not even 10. It's the baseline is not 10.3. Right, they gotta overclock the just to get to 10. So that means that they gotta come up with a cooling system. So we don't know what the box is gonna look like. Sony probably don't even fucking know. Another thing too,
they probably be doing
I can't even buy the goddamn thing because the SSD is so fast that they don't even have anything on the market to compete. So what the fuck is the gigabyte when a lot of games graphically it's gonna be so like impressive? It's gonna take up more memory. Then I gotta load it in the terabyte. That's kind of stupid. So how am I going to get an external?
Yeah. Hey, man, let me say something right quick. I'll be honest, man. Hey, let me say something right quick, man. Manhattan, Sean, Tsunami, Noah, all of you guys, man, I don't get to really hear you guys on Z Podcast that often. You guys know y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even Sean on like WBG, he know his shit. And on like Z Podcast, y'all be screaming. Yeah, I can't really hear y'all thoughts for real.
Because the only ones that hear your thoughts are the loudest ones.
Yeah. So it's good to hear you guys' opinions on this shit. Like to actually hear your opinion, not just you screaming and arguing with other niggas. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga said, "Wow, you sound like an intellectual poet."
Y'all shit. Nah. I keep it a buck. I always keep that shit a buck because like I tell people it's the same shit. Like I'm always been saying like ever since. Now, I don't blame nothing on Jim Ryan. He's there to do a job, right? Cool. But at the same time, like. I people want to say Sony's going through a lot of because they did fire tons of fucking people at Sony, right? Because I guess the whole shit started with PS Now. When they had PS Now for 8 years, and I said this shit is not growing, and they lost so much money, that's when they start canning the fuck out of everybody because they put so much money into that shit and they lost so much money over PS Now. Where Game Pass came and started making shit ton of money. Sony sold so much hardware and they only made 16 billion, and Microsoft made 10, and they sat back and like, yo. We sold like almost twice as many, barely made as like there's not that much difference in profit. So now they gotta like restructure the whole fucking shit. But this is just really bad. Like the whole shit is bad. I'm telling you. I ain't gonna lie. Like I can't even buy the system because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I can't get external hard drive. Like that's gonna compete with the SSD, which is stupid again. Like I don't know whose idea was to create the fastest SSD. Where there's no SSD on the market, like external, that can compete with it. Like they can even keep up with it. Now it's like people got to even wait just to wait for the whole entire PS4 to be created for them to create games to see how fast they really run and to try to manufacture a fucking external drive. That's stupid.
It's almost like the Vita with a proprietary memory card. You remember how that?
They don't even have those yet. They don't exist yet.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's literally what the fuck is going on. Again, thank you. That's what people don't understand. They're back to doing that same bullshit with Vita again, and now it's gonna cost them. Like me personally, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not buying it day one because what the fuck am I buying if I can't have external with it? Like I'm only gonna download like 3-5 games. That's kind of dumb. Like so, I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'll just wait when the shit come out. Everything is in peace, and they like figure out what the fuck they doing with the box. Then I'll buy this shit. Like at this point, I just gotta keep it above.
Xbox is well thought out. Like they done partnered with fucking Seagate already.
Yeah, already. Yeah. Hey, it's well thought out. That's the perfect way to put it. That shit is well thought out, and it's obvious that this that it is well thought out. Like the way they're doing everything. You're right about that.
Like they said, they told those people come play with it. Pause. They said, yo, this is how we build it. This is how it looks. This is how you put it together. This is how they said this. We're hiding nothing. This is the memory card. They already had the packaging for it. I said, yo,
yeah, man.
They sort of control it. There's zero about the Xbox we don't know anymore.
And let me say this too. Two things I want to bring up. Posted something in the DM. And it looks like the Xbox Series X has been confirmed at 80 ROPS compared to just the 64 on the PS5. So that that pretty much determines, how many pixels they're able to push at, per second.
Look, listen. At this point, once the shit is 12 T-flops, they didn't even overclock it, right? So they don't even gotta overclock this shit at this point, right?
Yeah,
if they do overclock it, we already know it's gonna be a bigger difference. So it's already a big difference without overclocking it. So it's gonna be up to the dev to see how much they want to, take full advantage in the Microsoft first party, right? But this shit is a mess, and I keep it a buck. Like, I'm not gonna buy this shit that I don't even know shit about. Like, I can't even buy this shit. So if Series X is coming out Thanksgiving, I mean, it might be coming out first. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely cop it. Like, until Sony get their shit together.
And you know what I just saw? I just saw.
Real quick, to your point, Xbox is my preferred platform, but I was gonna buy both day one. But after this presentation, I don't even. I want a PS5.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, I can wait.
I'm not excited about buying one.
Yeah, I wanted
the presentation just killed my whole mood.
I wanted to go back and play some, like, I wanted to finish Horizon. Well, I'm playing it on PC. I wanted to go back and play like some of the games I haven't beat. I was waiting for like a 4K 60.
Right.
On March 30, say like.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's fucked up? When they show that Spider-Man, right, indoor and that leak, that was so much better. And I keep going back to that.
That wasn't even actual hardware, bro.
And a Pro. Right.
So
and that's the crazy thing. Do that to fucking review, right? And shit leaks and people excited. Be like, oh, let's do that. Let's show them a demonstration. But you, who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
One thing I'm curious,
and then people keep saying, oh, that's for the developers. I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking PlayStation fans was gonna watch this shit because they waiting for a long ass to hear something. So I don't understand how you're gonna sit here and be like, oh well, this is for the developers. What? So you really think developers was gonna sit on YouTube and watch this shit? I am pretty sure EA and all of these fucking developers got their hands on the fucking box already. So I don't want to hear that excuse.
That's that leadership.
And
Yo, Tsunami, I think it broke up.
He bought it out.
Yes, damn. Okay.
Is it better?
Hell no. Hey, Tsunami.
My fault, Dirt. I just had to vent real quick, bro.
No, bro, like I mentioned, I like to hear your opinion about shit because I usually don't hear it. Because it's like you be lower than everybody else and shit. So if you try to say something, really can't hear you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And thank you for not being.
I don't like that shit.
And thank you for not being a fanatical pony.
Oh nah, I can't. Like, I see. That's the thing. I believe in if you like something, you should be able to criticize. That's why I tell these dudes, like, y'all gotta stop with this trying to make up excuses and shit. Like, I'm not here for that. Like I wanted to see them do good, but they fucked up. Like, I gotta call it for what it is. Because I did give Microsoft hell. Tsunami know how much I be, like, I be attacking him ever since I get, bro. Like, Tsunami.
I know Tsunami does that to people. He makes you want to kick his ass.
So I'm gonna keep.
And you see the screen, Manhattan? Hey, can you see the screen? Or you need me to read it to you?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, man, so come on, man, sign that Xbox contract, man.
Austin come home, bro. He said, "Fuck me." Spit on my face.
Nah, bro, I'm buying the Series X, bro. I'm buying that shit. So you know, but my pony brothers, they crying, bro. I gotta try to like calm them down real quick.
Nope, fuck them.
I try to tell them, bro, like from day one, because I knew how shit was going. Like, some of them motherfuckers just like.
I think it was obvious the way shit was going, man. Hey, man, I'm glad you said that because I think everything was kind of obvious the way it was going. Like when Phil got that promotion in 2017, that was the beginning of it showing the Xbox was going in the right direction because we all know how bad this generation was. But shit, that promotion, then they start buying studios and come on, man. I don't know why people didn't see which direction they was heading.
But you know what? Dirt? I would say this. Phil is actually a gamer. Unlike Jim Ryan, this is the thing that even I'm not gonna lie, I always question about him. He is like, he's not really, he's a businessman. And I get that, right? But when you're disconnected with fans, that's not a good thing. Because they just gonna do what they think is gonna make money and not even really sit back and think about the fans. That's why I think a lot of Sony fans, they didn't like when they let Sean Layden them go, because they actually knew what the fan wanted. where Jim Ryan really, it's like he doesn't seem to care. And that's the scary part moving forward for if you're a diehard PlayStation fan, right? That's you gotta think about that. Like, he's disconnected in a lot of ways. I'm here to make you guys money. I don't really care. That's my job.
You know what's funny?
And I can see, yeah.
What I was saying what's funny was Tim Dog had put up a post of Mike Ybarra replying to him, and in the comment it said, have times changed.
Okay, Yoshida uploaded I think Yoshida uploaded an article or some shit. I gotta look at it.
Hold on.
It was from 2013.
So that's what Mike. What Mike said.
Yeah, it's in the
DM. Okay, I'll tell you. Damn! Oh my whole time. Hey, so let me bring this up. Now I mentioned this on WBG, so I know Tsunami and Devin know what I'm about to say. Well, they know what the topic. But hey, y'all. So Noah, let me ask you, since you did, so she wasn't on WBG.
Yeah.
What's up with Dreams? Wasn't in the top 20 NPD, bro. What the fuck is up there?
Shit. That's typical ponies, man. They brag about the games, but don't buy them or don't support them.
Damn.
For real, it's a lot of ponies out here that brag about the games, and you ask them, about the game, and they can't tell you shit about it.
The top 20, I'm like, there was no bangers that came out last month and shit. The top 20?
I know Ori gonna be in the next month.
Man, Mario Kart is still in the top 20, okay? And it was a damn port.
From the Wii U.
Nintendo gamers.
The Wii U game scored higher on Dreams on launch month. It's over. Fuck out of here.
That's gotta hurt too, to know that your fan base is like the most artificial fan base. Like, they don't like the Sony fan base is weird.
No, we have those types of Nintendo fan base. Like, I see on Twitter, they'll be hyping up a game or promoting a game,
right?
But then their asses ain't even buying that bitch on day one, or ain't buying it at all.
It's a difference, right? There's some they're like Sony fan. They're not really a PlayStation. They only cheers for PlayStation because it's owned by Sony. No, seriously, they like that. For example, Omega Gazio is a perfect example. Motherfucker ain't never played God of War. He ain't never played Horizon Zero Dawn. Somehow, this motherfucker out here threatening the exact Jim Ryan, and he wants their head on the stick, and I'm like,
that
you ain't never supported
that idiot
software. Yeah. I'm like, he's one of those ponies that nobody can even own. We can't even classify him as a pony at this point, because he's like off the wall type shit. Like, he's like,
I classify him as a fruitcake.
Yeah, I can't even because he out there threatening execs and all of that, talking about somebody's gonna pay with their life. I was like, all right, bro, you
ain't played none of this shit. That was crazy. Ain't played none.
Yeah, he don't.
I think Jada and J-Tech kicked him out.
They banned. He's been officially banned. Like, so he's on his own.
He don't even own
there's a lot of them. Like, yeah, he don't. Like, there's a lot of them running around in the PlayStation community. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, sometimes it's hard to even try to talk with them, trying to make sense of, they just be capping for everything, anything. Like, and I'm just hearing a lot of people capping now. Oh, the SSD speed. I'm like, bro, you still got fucking 800 gigabyte. You don't understand how bad that is. So what happens when your shit is full? You can't buy nothing on Amazon. You can't use the Western Digital. You can't use Seagate.
And then they said they can swap it out. Who finna take a screwdriver and pop open their PlayStation?
No. Aren't they gonna have that little? Aren't they gonna have that little card that you could put in like Xbox is doing?
No. See, the problem. No,
they're not gonna have that.
So fast, you cannot use another SSD that can't keep up with it, right? And that's a problem for them. So people don't know what SSD to use, because it's like, you make us SSD so goddamn fast. Now what? I can't buy nothing external. So either I gotta wait for Sony to make a fucking SSD on par with one they already have it in their PS5. And who the fuck know how long that's gonna take? Right. So
I'm worried about how much that would cost.
No, exactly. It costs $200.
No. What I'm saying is when they start making them, like, look at how much the proprietary memory cards were.
They're gonna charge you about $200 for them.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, also, like, here's the thing. So, like, I know there's the SSD. Like, I know in my laptop, I have an SSD and I have a hard drive. My SSD is what's running my operating system.
Right.
For my system boot up. in the PlayStation, how much of that SSD is going to the operating system?
That's another part that they're gonna use.
And then you gotta subtract that amount from that 825.
They said 5.5 is gonna be available. That's accurate, but that's what they said.
How much is going to be available?
5.5 was it? Of the no, not half. It's at 5.5. So
5.5 gigabytes is going to the operating system.
No, basically terabyte.
The RAM. You talking about the RAM?
No, I think it's like a half a terabyte is going to be available.
Oh, you talking about once it's formatted? Probably be like 600, like maybe like 600. Yeah, probably.
So then you gotta think about if you're gonna have 600 gigabytes left on that SSD, and you have a game like Red Dead Redemption and Final Fantasy that's over 100 gigabytes each, you might only get 4 games.
Well, I got an answer for that, Snow Bunny. So those games are PS4 games. So those games you could put on a regular external. The PS5 is not going to launch with any exclusive titles besides Godfall. So that's
no. My point is if they're making games that large, if they're making games that large for the PS4 and the next gen, every gen you always get bigger and better games. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're already right now on the PS4. And you're sitting here like right now, Final Fantasy automatically is 100 gigs off the bat. That's not including any day one patches.
Yeah.
If you're at 400, if right now with the PS4 you're at 100 plus gig games, you might only be able to get 1 or 2 games on that external after it's formatted.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
and then at least I know they're talking shit about the Series X, but you can still park your games on a spinning drive, and you can transfer them after. Matter of fact,
and the X they have a little like PCI card that you can buy. That's 1 terabyte that you can slide in and put your game on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like with the Series X, you're going to have a 1 terabyte. So after formatting, let's just say after that formatting, you're down to what the PlayStation 4s start at, 800 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So listen, it's looking spooky. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know. And they got to come out and clarify some things. Like they have, like the fact that they haven't came out and clarified and say, "Hey, this won't be a problem."
The only thing Sony can do right now, like the only thing they can do, and I tried to tell, and that's what I was telling you, Noah. They cannot even remotely think about selling that console the same price as 500. They will go bankrupt. I promise you, they will go straight bankrupt doing that, right? The only way to do this, because hardware doesn't sell as much as software. We all know that, right? They gotta sell that shit $399 and put out bangers software and then push their services as well to make that money back. Software and services. That's the only
one thing.
Why will people buy it?
One thing. Are the controllers backwards compatible? I mean, or forward compatible?
Oh no, they didn't go into detail, man. Like it was a horrible presentation.
But there's a lot of information.
There's
a lot of information missing in this stuff. Like a lot. There's so much missing. Like it's just so much missing, man. Like,
is the power brick inside? We're outside.
They didn't say shit. Like we don't know nothing.
We don't even know what it looks like.
They didn't show
we don't know.
Man.
We don't know what the controller looks like. You don't know what the system looks like. You don't even know how many fans that bad boy gonna have. Because right now the PS4 is already running on nuclear. I don't know what the PS5.
But they already said the fucking Series X is whisper quiet.
Shit is bad. Like shit just looking.
And they were saying that they might be revamping the look of it because of the backlash, like how when they came out with the boomerang controllers.
I actually like the tower look of it.
No, I'm talking about the I'm not the tower, the PS4, the PS5 dev kits.
Oh, okay.
The toilet seat V.
Oh yeah.
So
There's a lot of work they got to do for this shit, man. I'm telling you, a lot.
And wait a minute.
Now
That's
we know
the
why they didn't show
reason.
shit for so long. Like it makes sense now.
It's crazy.
They gotta hold this coronavirus. No offense. Like, that's the only thing that's the only thing that's giving them time. I'm serious. That's the only thing that's literally giving them time because since they shutting down stuff, that's what's giving them time. Because imagine there was no coronavirse going on. Yo,
Time for what? They still have to make this shit.
No, but the thing is,
you're not understanding, Tsunami. This thing happening is buying them time, right? Because people cancel it because they asked what have been on the fire, right? Remember when they started canceling shows, people was already worried, and then the whole corona hit, everybody canceled. So now nobody is on their ass about it, right? This shit is giving them time because nobody knows how they're gonna ship, right? You know, you're hearing a lot of rumors about it trying to find a different door to ship Sony and Microsoft. So this is giving them time to do something. They gotta find a way, like use every bit of time.
But here's the other part
to try to like
the developers aren't going to work. Those games aren't getting made right now.
No, right now,
right,
I understand. I understand what Mr. Manhattan is saying. He's saying right now, because like, let's look at it. Right now, it's only 6 months. They're talking about November holiday season. You're talking 6 to 7 months that they have to get this console made. The virus right now, because like I said, if they came out and said the PlayStation 4 is going to be delayed and there's no reason for them to be a delay, people would be having foot to ass pissed off about it. Now that you have this coronavirus, okay, that's worldwide. Oh, Sony has time to play around and then just say, because of the virus, we got to delay the PlayStation 5 until 2021.
I bet. Yeah.
But it's not a No. Seriously, that's all I'm saying.
They told us don't say that on the podcast. Oh, they said because YouTube would bury your this like video and shit. For whatever reason, that's what Xbox 448 said on the other day. So,
C word.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Okay.
I don't fucking know
that because I was just saying that's what's even remotely gave them time to even start to do some revision. Like, because other than that, like, dude. That's why they say the consoles may be delayed. That's what's buying them time. Because if it's not delayed, bro, they wouldn't even be able to release this thing. Like,
yeah, it would come out brokener than games.
Right. It'll be back to PS3 all over again. You got an architect that no developers can work with. Once again, now you screwed. You got to wait to the end of the gen before people even learn how to use the damn thing. Like, it'll be back to like the PS3 all over.
Hey, Noah asked, I said something earlier that, do you think it's possible that the Series S could be the, like what you call it, the lead system? Oh, yeah. Is that possible? Yeah, I mean, because the 360 was, like, the 360 was, but obviously this gen, the PS4 was, I guess it is possible for, I don't know, because they did say, they did say they like to work on the weaker console and kind of scale up. So maybe they will work on the PlayStation 5. I don't know.
But no, it's not even that. If PlayStation launches something fucking awful like they did with the PS3, it was a good console, but nobody could make anything for it, and the price point. If they launch something like that again, there is a chance, even with them going backwards and scaling the games up. After we saw this presentation today, anything is possible now.
Yeah. But like you did mention, they're going to show off the games later this year. I did remember him say that.
You're buying out, Mr. Manhattan.
He's breaking up, and I didn't hear what you said.
You buying out, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. So yeah, y'all. So at the end of the day, man, it's kind of bizarre world to me. Seeing people kind of rag on Sony all on Twitter, all on YouTube and shit. Even the media's.
I love it.
I mean, after being an Xbox fan this generation and for every year, there was one part, I think it was 2016 when the Xbox Series, when Project Scorpio was announced. There was a 4-month period Xbox was getting good publicity. Then that shit ended. And like the whole generation, Xbox. You still bought a little bit, but we can hear you a little bit better. So it's just funny to me, like, weird to me seeing all this.
Like at this
Yeah,
point,
they got momentum. Yeah, they do. They do have the momentum. And if you say they don't have the momentum, you're not paying attention, or you just an extreme pony,
someone
because
that's
they
pretty
do have.
much like a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So.
Oh,
Yep. All right, y'all. Shit. You know, we don't have a lot, man.
Like I said, at this point, they're gonna have to release a PS5 Pro. I have to release a PS5 Pro.
But by the
Oh,
time,
aren't they talking about releasing 2 consoles at launch though?
That was
Nah,
just
they
a
don't-
rumor.
I'm not
That
even sure if that's a thing or that was just rumor.
was
Yeah,
just
I
a
don't
rumor
know
that
if Sony's
appears to be
releasing
true.
another
It was
console.
one of the ponies
But
that
they
was
got-
like trying to make up for the power difference.
can
No. I heard that way before this presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rumor that Xbox is stronger has been going on for months. So the fake leakers was like, yeah, they're gonna make a PS Pro at launch to make up for it. Like, nah.
Hey, speaking of that, let's talk about these fake ass leakers for a second. Let's talk about these guys, man. Oh my god, I'm so happy we don't have to listen to these bullshit, to listen to
I don't know.
tweets in the DM like it's fact. Nah, man, all of these guys are just was full of shit. They don't have any real sources. Man, please, these guys are so full of
I'm
shit.
not sure if they're gonna release. Most likely will. They gonna.
Yeah, man. So all these guys. So like, who was the guy that said 21% the PS5 was 21% more powerful than? Hey, remember that? 21%.
It just looks really bad for them, man. That presentation.
Hey, he's still
I think he's still botting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still botting a little bit, bro.
What you call it? Yeah. I just watched. I just turned on YouTube and I saw Austin Evans, and all you see is his face scrunched up.
Yeah, I saw.
PS5 isn't as powerful as the Xbox Series X, man.
Bro, it's bizarro world. I can't believe these media guys, these big YouTubers are kind of like. I said IGN said some shit. They're like, wow, you know, like my man, like some man that like Ricky, like the guy with the handicap. Is it Ricky something? I think he got the deformity.
Hey man,
we got the deformity, but he even made a video roasting Mark Cerny and Sony. Like,
yeah, this shit.
But I did see the IGN video. Did you guys see that IGN video where they said that the PS5 is still going to be more powerful than
oh yeah, I saw that one dude. He was like, yeah, like,
yeah. Now those ponies was looking kind of hurt by that conference, by that little thing that Mark Cerny did. They was looking hurt. He was like, well, careful not to be all in long, which is true. But
somebody's buying.
Hey, and speaking of hurt ponies, there's a particular Sony YouTuber. I remember watching this, and I think nobody knows what I'm talking about. I remember watching this show. He was like, "Yeah, we don't do speculation on this channel."
Oh shit!
I know who that is.
I know who you talking about.
And as soon as he hears 13 teraflops, he's like, "Yeah, PS5 is supposed to be powerful." Well, how was that guy taking out the news?
Good idea. No clue.
Hey, run down on that round table. I don't know.
Oh, they're supposed to be going live. They may be live.
All right, man. Geekhead said, "Have you seen the dislikes on the video for the PS5 reveal?" No, but let me look. Hey, gamers, listen. Let me say, these gamers, unless you're a super hardcore fanboy, they will leave your ass in a second. All those 360 cats,
they're fickle.
Gone. They was like, fuck Xbox. I'm going to the PS4.
People forget something, right? No, people forget something. It's always about appeasing the casual, like. Because I mean, that's what I was trying to tell these other dudes. Like, y'all gotta stop with this, like thinking that their main goal is to get the more casuals, right? Because you can't keep selling to the same audience because you're gonna buy it anyway. It doesn't matter what they do. They're not trying to sell it to you because they already got your money. They know you're a diehard fan. Their goal is to try to get more people over. And your messaging got to be right about that. And once again, that's where I'm saying what Mark Cerny did really was bad. Like, especially if you're casual, you're lost. You don't know what the fuck was that. Like, because all you heard was a bunch of numbers that didn't mean nothing to you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And no
like
joke.
like that's how I am. Like if people be like, how can you change? Because I change consoles every gen. For the most part, I will change a console every gen. It's
Oh yeah,
not
me.
because I'm mad at my console or this, that, and the other. It's because that console showed me something I want to play. Like right now, I want to see everything happening with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox and see what's going on with Switch. Because I usually only own one console. Right
Right.
now, I'm sitting here looking at this shit like, I think I'm gonna stick with my Switch for now.
Hey, can y'all see
No,
that?
right. That happened.
hmm
Can y'all see
I'm
that?
Uh,
gonna need you to turn it down for a little bit.
I'm saying, but can y'all see this? Like, see my screen?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
83,000 downvotes. That's a lot.
God damn.
It was a 197,000 likes, but 83,000. That's a lot.
That is
So
a
that
lot.
goes to show you, man. Like you guys said, those fans are fickle. They don't give a shit, bro. You know
I
they
bet you
will.
ain't gonna brag
They
about
will.
those engagement numbers.
Yeah. But they will love you one generation and throw your ass up under the bus next generation.
That's
See,
true.
Yeah, we gonna get the 360 people back.
yeah, yeah. Because 360
Yep.
was the shit. I'm good damn not saying 360 was the shit, bro. Even with
I
the red
loved my 360.
ring.
I
360
was lucky enough not to get the red ring of death.
oh, for real?
I got
Same
that.
here.
I got
I
that
bought like
once.
three of those. I bought like three 360.
Yeah, I bought like three. Just yeah.
Them
But
shits was like cheap, but like a lot of games on that shit.
yeah, man,
hmm
360 was a great console, man. And I hope you know, the Xbox Series S can be that special console like the 360 or the PS2 was, man. But yeah, y'all. So that's all I got, man. I ain't really got nothing else. I
Switch
got a
report.
couple of stories, huh?
Oh, only thing going on Switch Report
Oh,
right now is the
oh,
indie showcase was dog shit.
I let Baron
Um,
hear that, man.
um,
Baron don't want to hear that.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, okay, whoever. But the indie showcase was dog shit. Animal Crossing is in 2 days. Some places are breaking street date for Animal Crossing and selling it because of the C word. Um, and right now, just waiting on that, and we're waiting to see what comes out for the rest of the year. If anybody's interested in Trials of Mana, there is a download demo for it. I think it's coming on PS4 also. I think it's a download demo on PS4 for it also.
for what?
Trials of Mana is an RPG, a Japanese RPG, if you're into JRPGs.
no, okay.
And right now
I
that's
have
it.
my Game Boy Advance. I'm all right.
But that's about it right now for Nintendo.
All right.
Mhm.
Hey, yo, let me bash some more pony shit for a second. Hey, so you guys saw those downvotes, 83,000 downvotes. I remember on Tuesday when PlayStation announced that they're going to have a PS5 breakdown and all that shit. Ponies was running with, oh, look at this, the likes on that event compared to the information blog on the Xbox Series X. Oh, it's more than double the likes on the Xbox Series X, and they ain't talking about likes and shit right now, are they? I'm noticing that.
Nah, buddy.
Some of them are quiet as church mice. You can't even hear church mouses fart from them.
Oh
Yeah,
man, let me
them motherfuckers just
stop.
quiet.
I don't want man to think I'm a fanboy, man, like Xbox
Nah,
fanboy.
Yo, Dirt.
Nah,
Listen
because
to me.
he
You gotta
agreeing that
understand. You gotta understand, Dirt. I'm keeping that same energy across the board, bro. Because I'm not a tsunami, no man. When I be in chat, you know, Dirt.
Yeah,
Man,
I know.
I be at it with Tim, so I got to keep that same energy. Like I knew, I already know. Honestly, I knew months ahead, right? What the specs was gonna be post, like even being putting stuff up. But I kind of knew already, right? I already got time to to accept this shit, right? And I wasn't gonna like bugging out about it, but I was just like, yo, motherfuckers is capping like, oh, it's gonna be 13. I'm like, bro, yeah, you gotta stop this shit, man. You're not going from 9.2 to 13 in like 6 months.
Right.
That's not possible.
Right.
It takes you like 3-4 years to test the whole goddamn thing out. So how are you gonna go from 9.2 to like 13 in like 6 months? I was like, man, stop it. Like I already knew.
Isn't it funny that I'm not gonna say his name, but a pony on Twitter said yesterday 13 is a lucky number or some shit like that. And about an hour before the showcase, he was saying, "Well, the Xbox Series X might be more powerful." But you said 13 yesterday, motherfucker. Like,
was it Titus?
Hey,
he's a bitch, man.
Foxy UK.
He said, tone it down there a bit, Dirt.
Yeah, and actually,
He sounded like Mark Cerny when he said it.
I drink my white water.
He sounded like Mark Cerny.
But let's be honest, and I'll be 100% honest because I said the exact same thing about Xbox. I don't give a shit about them specs. Show me what fucking games are coming.
Show me the game. I agree with you, Snow Money. I can't, But
they can't really use that argument either because I don't see shit. I mean, Xbox
that's what
at
I'm
least got a
saying.
couple of them.
That's what I'm saying. Don't sit here and tell me how fast this shit gonna run. I don't care how fast it's gonna run. I fucking rock a Switch. Do you actually think I give a shit about any of that shit?
But how would you feel playing a Game
Clearly
Boy with
not.
them same games?
Huh?
But the thing is that
But
the
still-
reason why. Go ahead, Tsunami.
No, I'm saying, but how would you feel rocking a Game Boy at this point?
If I had games on there I liked and nothing else was out, hell yeah. And trust me, I rocked my fucking Game Boy hard as shit when I had it.
I don't know, buddy. How much you spend on
That Sonic the Hedgehog on
buddy,
Advance was lit, bro.
How much you spend on that board's most powerful laptop?
Which one mine's right now? You don't want to know.
Exactly. You care about power. Shut up.
Nah, I didn't get it for the power, actually. I got it because it's upgradable.
See? Because you want more power eventually.
Or let's say my graphics card blow out because I have dual graphics cards in here.
You got two graphics cards? God damn, you want that power.
No, one graphics card is for like when I do like stuff I don't need the graphics card for. It has a on motherboard graphics card for like basic shit.
Oh,
like
so you don't want your
videos.
graphics to be compromised by your other shit. I got you. You want that power.
And then my other graphics card is for when I'm playing games. So what if my gaming graphics card go out? I can easily replace that bitch. It's a laptop. You normally can't replace that shit. I was looking at longevity of the laptop.
Longevity, Tsunami. She's looking at longevity. And longevity is very important, Tsunami.
Oh, it's not real.
Oh, yo, we better get the fuck out of here, yo. Now you say the Resident Evil 3 demo drops tomorrow.
Oh, yes, the Resident Evil Demo 3 does drop tomorrow. Yeah.
No, really.
I'm just wait to the game come out. Hey, y'all, let me ask y'all a question. So, I finished Resident Evil with Leon, but not Claire. Did I finish that game?
No,
No.
it's a lot of different people.
I got to be both for the campaign. So,
Yeah, Claire campaign lit though. It's got.
It's totally different than Leon's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got to be her. Okay.
Play that shit over again.
Yeah, I got to be her. Okay, then. Hey, y'all, we're about to go and get out of here, yo.
Hey, Dirt, you beat Death Stranding yet?
Hell no.
You should have bought it physical. You could have at least got some of your money back.
I beat all of the PS4 games except for Death Stranding and Horizon Zero Dawn and Bloodborne because that shit
I was about to say, you beat Horizon Zero Dawn?
Nah, you gotta play. Bloodborne is good, but it shit's hard as hell,
bro. I bought it day one. I just couldn't fuck with that shit. It was, I ain't that great of a gamer, I guess. I was like, fuck this.
It took me a minute to
I
get the
further into Sekiro than I did the Bloodborne. So, all right, y'all, we're about to get out of here. Thank you, Mr. Manhattan, for showing up. I appreciate it.
No problem,
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.
Tsunami, brother, you ain't got nothing going on. You probably be on Z shit, the clubs. Excuse me.
Hey, Zoo, you better
better
keep them W's going, bro. I'm gonna let you know. You
Hold on.
breaking your legs, man.
Say it again.
You know that.
There's no.
You better keep them W's streak going, bro. You slip up and breaking your legs.
Nigga, they be thinking they break my legs, but when I'm right, did you really break my legs?
Hey man, that video you put together was awesome though. Hey, I want to see that shit again.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, put it up again on the screen.
That shit was funny as hell, bro.
All right, hold on one second.
All right, so I know it's putting that together. Snow Bunny, got anything going on?
Animal Crossing Friday.
Oh shit, you can't wait.
I
But
think I might play the Surge 2 tomorrow on Game Pass.
I couldn't get into that, but I'm fucking with that Doom on Friday though.
Like,
What?
Yeah, I'm just mad. Well, I understand why they did it, but so all midnight releases got canceled from GameStop with Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal. I understand why they did it.
I feel bad for GameStop, man. They definitely out of business now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the stores will be open and you can go in at 10 o'clock and pick it up when they open at 10. But my thing is 9 times out of 10, as fanatical as these people are as for Animal Crossing and shit, if they find it like at Walmart at 6 a.m., they might be buying it then and coming into GameStop getting refunds. I mean,
damn.
I mean, you see what I mean? It's just, but, and then I was sitting there, I said this, I'm like, you don't want this virus to spread and everything, but you're going to have a massive crowd of people at 10 a.m. for the ones who took off work for those games, or the ones who are there. You're going to have a massive crowd of people when that store opens.
Let them in the store 2 at a time. Shit.
Probably.
And go ahead, play it, no, so we can get the fuck out of here.
Based GPU is ray tracing using the same strategy.
That was Jeffrey Dahmer on stage, bro.
To use ray tracing. PS4
Not even that, man. That's
we off
you
air?
know, that's it.
No, we still live right now.
Okay, I'll say it afterwards.
That does not straight up. That does not matter.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look at my face in that.
Dude, Emmanuel about to be awesome.
I actually ran into the picture that I took where that fucking face came from and shit. I said, "Oh shit, this the face. This the face. This the picture where I made that face." I was with my daughter and shit. I said, "Okay, all right, we're about to get up out here." Noah, bro, you got anything going on, man?
Nah, man, I did beat that Oreo hard, and I got the best speed trials on the Crumb side, man. So if y'all beat my speed trials, let me know so I can come back and outmatch you.
Yeah. Trust me, you ain't gotta worry about good old Doug Griggity. I ain't beating the speed. Shit, niggas will take me 14, 15, 16 hours to beat it. Devin, bro, you got some videos? Hey, man, Devin, bro, what is news? Because I know you, I'll be honest, Devin, I'm about to throw you out there a little bit. Devin was a little nervous, y'all. Like, he wasn't quite sure. He wasn't quite sure. He was like, man, Dad was like, man, if that fucking PS5 more powerful, man.
That shit more powerful. I'm gonna go John Cena for a couple of days.
The reason the bitch like was the war room. Like,
he's like, I'm out. But Devin, you ain't got to worry about it, brother. So, man, so I know you're doing the video tomorrow, right?
Yeah, man. I got one cooking up, bro. I made a little funny video, but that was about it. Okay. I didn't put out my YouTube video yet, but I got one coming.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all to rock out with us. The numbers is really low today, man. we hit 20. We hit 20, but we usually hit like the last few weeks we've been hitting like 30, 40, but my pony brothers ain't show up, man. Like Andrew Wilkins wasn't here.
Keith.
Thanks to Mr. Righteous.
Keith was in here.
Mr. Righteous.
He showed up at first, but he got right on out of here. But Mr. Righteous showed up, but he don't really be fanboying, and he don't fanboy. That's he a PlayStation guy, but he ain't all fanboyish and shit.
He just commented. He just quiet.
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Okay. So King Thrash didn't show up. He'll usually show up and say what's up.
He live right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
So I know he over there talking. Oh yeah, the Xbox ain't shit.
But how is it gonna make games better?
No, Nicky.
They're trying to find my stash.
Hey, y'all, listen. I guarantee this is what he said right now. Yo, nigga, no, fuck that shit, nigga. That shit ain't that much better, nigga. No, nigga, they gonna be about the same, nigga.
Xbox is dishonest.
Xbox being dishonest, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, no fucking shit, y'all, nigga. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here, y'all. Thanks for rocking out with us. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Have a good one, brother.